If you drank just one glass of tomato juice, you would get 6 times as much methanol as 1 can of Coke. And if you had just one portion of beef, you would get 16 times as much phenylalanine as 1 can of Coke. And if you had just one egg, you would get more aspartic acid than 34 cans of Coke.
This guy has put up some great counter arguments supporting Diet Coke, but he doesn't really understand how nutrition really works. And what's really disappointing is that Dr. Mike Israetel, who claims to be evidence-based, is actually agreeing with this fact. Individual compounds like methanol can get metabolized into harmful components like formaldehyde. Aspartame in an isolated form can literally promote the growth of cancer cells. And isolated phenylalanine can literally enter the brain and cause neurotoxicity. But when we consume these compounds in combination with other compounds like amino acids and antioxidants present in fruit like vitamin C, they are metabolized in a completely different manner. In combination, the harmful effects of metabolism of methanol can be neutralized by antioxidants that detoxify the reactive oxygen species. Aspartic acid in combination can literally cause muscle growth, and phenylalanine is literally an essential amino acid. This mechanism of compounds being safer in combined forms is actually called synergistic protective effect of these amino acids. That's also a reason why we try to complete our protein intake from healthy sources with better amino acid profiles. The metabolism of aspartame leads to presence of these amino acids in an isolated state, whereas tomato juice or beef have these compounds in a combination with other amino acids and antioxidants that have these synergistic protective effects. That's why 1 can of Coke is actually more harmful than a cup of tomato juice, which is also not really recommended. Apart from that, I really don't understand why people promote consumption of something that may not cause any harm but also has no nutritional benefits whatsoever. Research bodies are clearly against the consumption of even artificially sweetened beverages. Studies clearly suggest the link of Diet Coke with diabetes, metabolic disorders, risk of cardiovascular stroke, increased cravings, gut microbiome dysbiosis, and improper neural signaling. Now let's consider that in some imaginary world, Diet Coke has no side effects whatsoever. Even in that case, it would still have zero nutritional benefits, and it makes absolutely no sense for any health coach to recommend something that may even potentially cause some harm at the cost of no nutritional benefit. If this guy still disagrees, he can always feel free to reach out to me for a live debate.